Today I will be doing a product review. It's going to be my first product review and I'm super excited about it because I actually read a lot about this particular product. It is the carbonated bubble mask, a clay mask, and apparently it's a lot of fun, but it's also a very good product to cleanse your pores. Okay, I do like this little brush. It's more like a spatula. It has a little bit of a curve to it, so I think that I'm applying it the right way. Oh yeah, I wasn't supposed to put it that close to my mouth. Oopsie. Well, hopefully it's not gonna do anything too bad to me. And you're supposed to like put it on quickly, so because it's supposed to react, I think within 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes they say. Now I'm moving to my chin because I do have a lot of blackheads in my chin, and as you can see I'm leaving a bit of a gap so that the volume doesn't go into my mouth. So that was 3 scoops, but I think I'm being very conservative about how much I'm putting in there because, oops. Apparently there you can't. Okay, let's see. Now, right now it's just a cool feel to it. There's nothing really happening. It almost feels like a gel. And here I'm going to go a little bit downwards because it's easier. But it has a very, very nice smell for sure. Okay, I see that it's starting to, I don't feel the bubbling yet, but from I can see that the mask is starting to foam. My gosh, maybe I need to be a little bit quick about this, but I am so nervous about getting it into the wrong place. You know what? The spatula is not working very well for the forehead, so they did say it was fine to use fingers. So I'm just going to do that. I think I may have, starting to really feel ticklish. I'm going to move on to the nose. I think this one, I'm just going to go ahead and use my finger. It's so much better. Oops. Don't get your fingers into the product itself. Okay. It's starting to foam up, but to be honest, I'm not really feeling any of the tickling that people were talking about. I don't know if that's going to happen a little bit later, but oops. Let's see. I don't know, but I don't feel safe doing this in my lip area. So I'm just going to leave it like that and see. It does smell wonderful. I'm so happy that it doesn't have a bad smell because believe you me, I've used products where and as you can see, it's just it's kind of like a glistening gray substance, but it's pretty thick. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm supposed to wait about, like I said, 3 to 5 minutes. I think that applying it probably took 1.5 minutes, and it's starting to already foam, but I mean, I don't really feel any tingling, which is kind of interesting because according to the reviews that was something that apparently happened a lot. Let's see how this proceeds. I mean, depending on how foamy it gets, I'll be able to gauge how much thicker I should put it on. I did want to be conservative at the beginning because I didn't want this huge, swamp mask look that it looks like I'm a monster. You just can't, crawl out of the swamp. But, especially because, if you put too much, it might fall into the wrong area, especially your eyes, which tend to be extremely, extremely sensitive. And it is dangerous to get this kind of chemicals in there. So, let's see. If I close my eyes, I'm starting to feel tingling, but it's very, very subtle. Actually, one of the happiest things that I like about this product is that it smells so good. I thought I was gonna get some funky chemical smell, and it actually smells quite lovely. So let's see what happens. Maybe I really should have put some around my lip area because, the foam doesn't seem to be that thick. So maybe next time I'll do a very, very light area because, you also tend to have blackheads in around your lip area. Maybe I should have gone a little bit more in the corners of my nose. But again, I didn't because I actually forgot. Before I plan on doing this mask, I was going to do an allergy test, and I just completely forgot about it. So if I can recommend something, I guess I'm lucky because my face doesn't feel like it's peeling away or that it's being burned by acid, so which is a good thing. But you really need to make sure that when you're testing a new product, especially if it's in your face, you really should do a skin test. And typically you can put a little bit of the product in the inside of your wrist and let it sit there for about 10-15 minutes. If everything's good, there's no redness, there's no itchiness and whatever, then it's pretty much safe. I was actually going to do that, but again, since this is my first video, I completely forgot that step. So one thing that I would do is definitely recommend, if you haven't done this mask and you're looking into actually putting it on, make sure that you test it first. One of the things I guess that made me feel better about it is that the product was truly, truly sealed. And that means that, it definitely came from the manufacturer and it wasn't pre-opened, anything like that. So I felt a little bit more comfortable about that. So I have a couple more minutes, I believe. And then I'm going to go ahead and wash it off and whatnot, do the next steps. I'll be right back. Getting younger by the minute with my mask. Okay. All right, stop. Okay, guys, I am back, and as you can see, the mask has actually gotten a little bit more foamier, if you will. The tickling did start happening. It wasn't intense or anything, but I actually felt it. So as it was tickling, it was foaming much more. The smell of it is still great, so it's lasting. It's not drying, as you can see. It's almost like you're in a bathtub and you're just taking a bubble bath. So the next step that you're supposed to do is once the 5 minutes are over, you're supposed to massage it. You don't just wash it off or wipe it off. You apparently continue to massage it until it gets all flat. So I'm going to do that. Oh, wow. Okay. That was weird. Okay, so it's actually thicker than I thought it would feel. And now I'm gonna use it in the upper lip area only because I'm gonna be taking it off very soon. So, and forehead, it actually is kind of interesting because it feels the bubbles were very nice and light, like they were going to just come on off, but yet the substance of this product is still pretty thick. I mean, I didn't think that clay could bubble, but it did. But once it bubbled, it still, has that clay consistency, which reminds me of the other warm clay mask that I've used in the past. So I'm just rubbing it, trying to avoid that eye area. I'm doing circular motion because this is how I normally cleanse my face. I learned this a long time ago, that it helps to massage product in, and it's healthy because it helps the circulation. So this is all good. Now you're supposed to wash your face, but I think that I'm going to do the same thing that I do with my mask, which is first, especially when it's this sticky, you know, it's really sticky. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use a wash towel to wipe it off. I'm going to run it through warm water, and then I'm going to slowly take it off, and then finally rinse it out. Okay, so let's see. This is what I normally do. It makes it so much easier to take it off. So see, comes off like that. It's pretty great. So I don't know if this is going to stain. I don't think so, but you know, just in case, use a towel that you do not mind getting stained. Okay, let's continue. Oh, it's actually a little bit thicker than my other mask. So you really have to put some pressure on the towel. Wow, yeah, it really sticks. But as you can see, my face is starting to look a little rosy, if you will, which tends to happen when you do products. Normally that means that you got your circulation going on your face, as long as it's not followed by a you know, burning sensation or anything like that. So there is no burning sensation with this mask that would tell me that I'm allergic to it or that I'm having a reaction. So this is good. The forehead does look a little bit redder, but I don't know if that is from the pressure that I put while rubbing, you know, trying to get it off. So I'm gonna go ahead and rinse my face here. So let's see how that goes. Okay, so moment of truth. Here we go. Let me get a towel. There is a little bit of redness, if you can see that right over here. But again, I don't know if that was that I rubbed the product too hard while I was trying to remove it. But other than that, I mean, you did have to rinse much longer than I typically rinse with my other mask, because I just felt I had this really slick feel to my skin, which felt like you still had soap or product there. But other than that, the skin feels really clean. I would say that I'm happy with this product. I mean, so far, the skin feels really, really smooth. I don't know how, if just with one session you can clear up all of your, you know, blackheads and whatnot. But I mean, I can already tell touching my chin and my nose that it feels smooth, like it really peeled off dead skin, which would also probably will include some of the blackheads. But I think that it felt really nice. Again, it didn't tickle as much as I thought it would. I don't know if it would have helped if I had put on more product, but I felt that being conservative, since they said that a little goes a long way, is the best way to go, because you don't want to have a disaster and have product running into your mouth or your nostrils or your eyes. So just remember to use the little scoop that it comes with. You know, I used about 4.5 scoops, but it wasn't a full scoop. It was half a scoop. And you lightly put it upwards, and then you may have to use your finger for your nose and you know, your forehead area. But other than that, I think it's a very nice product. I will continue to use it, and let's see if it actually sees, you know, I can see a long-term positive result. So I recommend it. So far, it was a great experience. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned for my next product review. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel as well as give it a thumbs up. Thank you.